Why is it that a man in his 50s with gray hair at his temples and lines around his eyes can walk into a room and instantly capture the attention of a woman half his age, while a 25-year-old with a gym body and perfect hair gets ignored in the same place? You've seen it happen. Maybe you've even lived it. Culture keeps telling men that youth wins, that once you age, you slowly fade into the background. But reality keeps showing something very different. The Stoics understood this truth thousands of years ago. Marcus Aurelius ruled an empire in his later years. Seneca captivated emperors with his mind. These men weren't remembered for their looks. They were remembered for the power of their presence. Today I'm going to break down the 5 masculine traits that make older men magnetic in the eyes of women who truly recognize quality. These aren't tricks or pickup lines. These are timeless traits the Stoics spent their lives building. And by the end of this video, you'll understand exactly why certain older men command attention without even trying. Trait 1. The gravity of composed silence. Young men often react emotionally. Their voices rise, they defend themselves quickly, and they mistake loudness for strength. But an older man who has faced real hardship stays calm. When challenged, he doesn't rush to prove himself. He remains still, grounded, unshaken. The Stoics called this apatheia, the ability to stay untouched by chaos. Epictetus said no one can insult you unless you choose to accept the insult. That kind of composure changes the energy of a room. Women feel this instantly. They notice the man who doesn't perform, doesn't beg for attention, and doesn't chase validation. His silence carries more weight than most men's words. And the truth is, this cannot be faked. It comes from surviving pain, loss, and struggle, then emerging stronger and calmer because of it. Trait 2. The authority that never announces itself. The men who try hardest to look powerful are usually the least powerful. The constant bragging, showing off, and dominating conversations often pushes quality women away because real authority never needs to prove itself. A true king never tells people he's a king. His presence says it for him. An older Stoic man doesn't compete for attention. He doesn't interrupt or seek approval. His confidence comes from years of discipline, experience, and self-respect. Women can sense this immediately. Young men think authority means controlling others. But real authority is mastering yourself, your emotions, desires, and impulses. A man who has conquered himself no longer feels the need to dominate anyone else. Trait 3. Depth. Most young men haven't lived enough to develop real substance yet, but an older man who has faced failure, loss, responsibility, and hardship carries wisdom that can't be faked. Women are drawn to men with emotional depth because meaningful conversations and real-life experience are rare. The Stoics called this gravitas, the weight of a soul formed through real experience. Women crave this depth because it's rare. They want a man who can meet them emotionally and intellectually in ways shallow men never can. Trait 4. The refusal to chase. Most men lose themselves trying to impress women. They become needy and desperate for attention. But a Stoic man enjoys a woman's presence without needing her to complete him. Because his life already has purpose and fulfillment, he remains centered. And ironically, that calm independence is what makes him attractive. Trait 5. Peace with mortality. This is the rarest trait of all. A man who accepts that life is temporary stops wasting time on fear, insecurity, and pretending to be someone he's not. The Stoics practiced remembering death not to become negative, but to become fully alive. A man who has made peace with mortality becomes more present, more grateful, and more genuine. Women feel this deeply. There's strength in him, but also warmth and calmness. A combination that's incredibly rare. These 5 traits, composed silence, quiet authority, depth, refusal to chase, and peace with mortality, are what truly make a man magnetic. Because attraction isn't really about age. It's about the quality of the man you become through the years. And the good news is this: every one of these traits can be developed deliberately at any stage of life. The world says men lose value with age. The Stoics believed the opposite. A man's presence, wisdom, and strength can grow stronger every year if he builds himself correctly. Become the man whose presence speaks louder than words, the man who no longer chases approval because he has already mastered himself. Your transformation starts now. Time is shorter than you think. Use it wisely.